What is up, you guys? This is DLK Productions presenting my newest set. As you guys know, I did a haul of this Disney train and station, and as you guys have all seen, you guys have been waiting for, I finally finished this, so this is going to be my review. And so we had complications for my Lego room, so I am not being able to film in there. So this is right outside, so yes, I am on the floor with the carpet and that, but so just so you guys know, I can't film in my room right now, so that is probably why I won't be able to post in the next few days. But let's get on with the review. So let's start off with the train, and this is one of the cooler parts of the set itself, and this is the station. But so as you guys can see, we have the train itself. It is one of the most detailed train sets I've ever seen, ever. It's really nice, and I love how they have the number 1 at the very beginning, and then they just have the light, and then the smokestack above, and then you just have all the amazing detail that they put into it, and how much effort they really do put in the quality of Lego, of this Lego set also. And if you guys see at the bottom, you guys can see it moving, and yes, I am moving it. So it does move, like it mostly demonstrating. You can see it goes like that, and I usually lift it up. That's why it doesn't go forward all the time. So that is actually one of the cooler parts of it, is that it actually does connect, and it will actually move with it, and it's actually pretty nice. And then right here, you guys can see we have a lot of stickers in this set, but right here is the Disney train, and then this is glass, and this is where Mickey comes out. But I'm not as talented as the guys, so I just put Mickey over here, and he's just like hi, and he's just over in the back just saying hi. And one of the cool parts is that it has this roof, so you can just set him down, and it's a 2-stud, so you can just put his feet on, and then you just clip them on, and that's about it. And then as you guys move over to the coal, we have, or the place that would hold the coal is more stickers. This is the Disney Railroad, and this is the battery where you hold the batteries to it, and then you can lift this up right here, and that's the power button to it, and this right here connects to the bottom of it, and this is actually what makes it move. I'm not going to turn it on at this moment since I don't have much track for it, but it does come with a full 16 curve round train tracks, and then 4 straight. I just don't have that with me because I like to have this displayed instead of it moving around all the time. And then that is pretty simple. This is pretty self-explanatory. It does exactly that. And then as you guys can see here, we have Chip, and he is actually one of the cooler characters. Like this is the first time that you will see him, like at least have him, I should say, except for in the Disney minifigures. This is in the first set. So we have Chip, and right here, and then you have the seats, and this is where you would normally sit, like normal, like if you went to Disneyland, this is kind of what you would do. You would sit on these seats, and it's really nicely detailed. And as you guys can see, we have the top of it, and it does scroll up, and it's kind of ugly at the bottom, but you're not looking at the bottom, you're looking at the top. And I like how they have these little, I would call them teeth, or ledges of teeth, and they really just make it like really stick, and it makes it really look nice, personally. And it just has over back here, it just has a little road of just a little tiles, and then you have some stairs down here that you can just walk down on. Pretty nice. And it does this on both sides. This opens up. It does not open up in the middle, but that's okay because you're not really going to be putting people there. And so we're going to say goodbye to Chip, and then we're going to move on to the Disney Railroad. This is the very end of the train, and I have never been in this part of the train, the last part of it. This might be for like meetings or whatever, going off of this set, at least I should say. But you are able to open this part up, and there is a lot of stickers, as you guys can see. 106, Disney, and then the Disney, Disney Railroads. And as we go down in here, we have 2 seats over here, and then we have a pot with some flowers, and there we are. So some pot and flowers, and then a little cup, and then we have another, it seems like a nicer seat than these two, because these kind of seem like, they're okay. Then that one just looks really nice, and there's not much else decoration elsewhere, but this does have doors, as you guys can see, doors right here, and they do open on either side, just so you guys know. It also is just very nicely built. I love how they built it, and the roof does not come off really easily. It's not really supposed to come off. That's kind of how you access, is through this little panel, and all you got to do is just like put this, slide it back, and it should work. Sorry about that. But yeah, it's really simple, really nice, and also, as you guys can see here, you have steps, and then just go down, steps on this side too, and then we go on the back. This is a part where I find pretty cool, is that you have the Disney, and then you have some lights at the very back, then of course you have the door right there, and you guys, like, there's a bunch of railings, and you guys can really, like, just relax at the very back of it, which is really nice. I find it's like a really relaxing part to the set. It's like, it reminds me of a lot of train movies, of like where people, like, they do action off the back of it, or they're just like having a moment scene, you'd say. But as we move forward to the Disney Station. So the population is 22 million. Elevation is 136 bricks. I think that's kind of cool how they add that in, personally. And this is Dale right here. That is Goofy, and that is Minnie. And those are all the characters that come with this set, is Mickey, Minnie, Goofy, Chip, and Dale. And that's what I find really cool, is that Goofy actually comes in this set. He's one of the cooler minifigures that they've built. A lot of detail too. But the one thing I do wish that they did was, because he is super tall in every episode of like Mickey Mouse, of anything like Mickey Mouse, or Goofy related, or anything that's Disney that has these characters, is that he is almost 10 times taller than them. I can't really say. I just say he's like a 7 foot, 8 foot person. And I was just like, they did in Woody, like in the Toy Story series, they have really long legs for Woody. And I kind of wish they did that design for him, because I would think that would be a really good thing to use. But yeah, so as we get on into the middle, you guys there's even more stickers. And of course, there is some gated windows. That's kind of how they roll. And we have a door. We have 1, 2, 3, and then 4 doors, which I find way, like, a lot for this place. But I haven't really ridden or gone to the Disney Station and really looked. I really just went for the train part. So yeah. So as you guys can see, they have little lamp posts over head of each door that they have, except the middle one, because it has 2 other lights. So it doesn't really need one overhead, and then there's one over here on this side. So as we go up this, they really do detail. And then you guys can see from these are actually black handcuffs with Lego skeleton legs. Lego skeleton legs. And so that's kind of the design of it, is that it's like the little gated area around the top of it. And it's really nicely, I love how they did it on it, if that will focus. But it is one of the coolest things I find, is that they really added that in. That was probably the longest time of anything putting it together, was connecting all of those and then putting them on, and then like having to organize them so they actually look nice. And then we also go up here, and it also works on this side too, as you guys can see. But we have up here, we go up to, and we see the clock. As I think they do this with all the Disney. It's like about to strike midnight, kind of like referring to like not Tinkerbell, but Cinderella and the Disney Castle with Tinkerbell, like in the Disneyland and all that. And then we go up, it's just another tower with a little bit of features. Then we go up, and then we have the Disney flag, and yes, it is stickers, and it is also on the other side, which is actually kind of cool. And then we also go to this side, and it is the Mickey flag. Oh, whoopsie. We have the Mickey flag on this side and this side also, which I find pretty cool is that they have two flags, and they make sure to have both, like when they describe it, it shows both flags going one way, like showing the wind and all that. But as we move around, we go towards the back of it. We will be starting on the bottom of it. We have the very front entrance to it, which I find really cool, actually. And you guys can see there is a bench, as you guys all will know, that there's usually a long waiting line for it. So you usually have to have a bench, and then you come over here, you have desks, and then you have tickets. You can get a $5, $10, or $12, dependent on blank, blank, blank. And then I think there's just a bunch of tickets here, some flowers, and it's really nice, like how they have over here. I think this is like a little trash can or donation box. I'm not 100% positive on that one. But as we go around the back, you guys can see that they have a box of umbrellas, and they have a lot of photos about the old train and then the newer Speedway train that they have at Disney that you travel around in. And then as we move over, we have another clock. I accidentally put that on backwards, I'm now noticing. But we have the jump aboard the main station. And then you kind of have this. I don't know exactly what this is. I have still yet to figure it out. So if you guys know, put it in the comments so I actually know what it is. It would be greatly appreciated. And then as you guys can tell, we have the lights. We have a little chandelier right here. And it is actually really nice. It's just a bunch of clear heads. Nothing is actually like glow in the dark or anything glowing or light fixtures or anything like that. But as we move back over, we have a picture of a conductor. It doesn't really say who it is. It just says Disney Railroad on it and like the tickets. So that's about all it says. And then as we come over here to this side, you guys can see, sorry about the shadows, you guys also, but you have a train, and it's kind of like resembling the exact same, this train below it, which I actually found way cool. And so it's really nice of how well they designed it and everything. And it is backwards in the photo, or same, I should say. And then as we go up the stairs, you guys can see we have another train, I should say, with the train design on the back. And then we also have Minnie in the background on the balcony. But so we have the train and then the mini train display. And then we have some leaves or a plant fixture over in the corner. And then we go down like this little hall. We have some steps over here. And then this rug, which I actually find pretty cool, is that they made a rug for it. And then really nice decor. Some shades and all that. And then you just have a little bit of pictures of like what is on the wall. Just a little bit of things on the wall, which I found way cool. And then as we move back over here, we go up more stairs again. And then we go up to another seat like that, which I find way cool, is that they also have another teacup, and that is the teacup that you have that at the beginning. You come with two, and then you just put that to the side, and you use it in this area of it. which is way cool. And that is the design. It shows this has like very open area. If you guys can see, I don't know how light it can get, how much light I can get in there. I don't have a flashlight with me, but there is one last spot, and that is the tower itself. This is actually one of the coolest things I've found. That a little teaser in this, but it comes with the Disney Castle itself. And yes, it is a much smaller version of the Disney Castle, but I still find it one of the coolest things about this set is that it comes with this little Lego build of the Disney Castle, and it really does represent the Disney Castle itself. And what I also found was way cool was the Disney instructions for it. So we have the Disney Castle with the Disney instructions. And as you guys can see, it's just a really small version of the Disney Castle. And we go up to this tower. It's really just an empty room, but you put it in there, and then you have your Disney Castle with instructions that you can build on your own personal time. I think that's one of the coolest little teasers that they had. I just think that's one of the coolest. Put down in the description if you guys think that is, or not in the description, but in the comments, if you guys found that was cool to this set. And as we get moving on, we need to do each of the characters, a little bit of review. So we have Mickey Mouse with the conductor, or a conductor outfit. Actually, there's no detail on the legs, which I've found a little sad. They do have black boots for him, but they don't have any, just anything else for him. I didn't find anything for him. And then we just have the normal Mickey with the little neck handkerchief or bandana. And then we head over to Chip right here, and we have him with his very nice and classy outfit of the kind of like a ticket collector. And this also comes with the new legs, the new small legs that they've come out with that can actually bend, which I actually find very cool, is that they now can bend. And yeah, so we have him, and then we have Dale, which is pretty much, he's the exact same as Chip, just different face, and arms are a little bit different. Yeah, he's just wearing more clothes for him, and we kind of went over Goofy already, but I'll go over him a little bit more this time. So we have a patch on his leg. As you guys can see, this is his patch on his leg that they have, and then you have his normal outfit that he always has, and then you have his really cool head piece that they have, and then this green hat does not actually come off with it. It does not come off off his head. And then you have his really cool facial features that you have. And yeah, so we have him, and then you also have Minnie in the background. I'll just do her from the balcony. You just have the normal Minnie with her normal dress, and she's pretty much the exact same as the one from the Disney minifigs, as you would say. So she has the same bow. The only thing different, I would say, is the skirt. Is that it's fabric instead of what it normally is, like a hard piece or hard plastic. It's actually fabric. And that is about it, you guys, for this set. I hope you guys enjoyed this set. Please like and subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next video.